across the fruity plain, coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more. There's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming, and they got him.
3rd down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this 3rd down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff, Frazier running left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Delayed handoff. It's Phillips. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Going to the run, it's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside. It's Cobb. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. On target. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Keeps it on the bootleg. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got him. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down on the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the third down pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room. It's Cobb.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. He'll try it again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. This time he's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. That Auburn offense onto the field again. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. The run inside. It's Cobb. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Frazier. At the 45 on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Georgia sends out the punt team. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Brown will throw it. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Those 3rd and medium calls needed 4 there, and they got it using the quick passing game.
And I think, Reese, on those 3rd and short situations, I think you also know the ball's going to come out quickly. And you got to take away that quick stuff right now. But the QB gets the football, immediately sees the slant, easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Brown wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time. Being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Got a little grass. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Motion from the back. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cobb. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. He'll take it himself. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at third and 8. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Humphreys. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the number 1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Holds and fires complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. So here comes the Auburn offense. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Maybe some room here. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Here's Nate Frazier. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The sure hands. It's Nimrod. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's a give to Washington. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They punted away on fourth down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's Wiley.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running inside. It's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This defense is playing with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Washington again. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this. There he goes! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. He is denied, no good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Offense headed out to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Might have a chance. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Give to Washington again. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
So tough to avoid these mid-season lulls. You come in ranked in the top 10, and you find yourself in a lot of trouble. There's a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Man, and you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. No, he got loose. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Making side adjustments here. They'll give to Frazier. Breaks the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in sack.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Soft spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
So much drama as we enter Missouri versus Ole Miss today. Ole Miss got off to a great year last year, a college football playoff run after the starter, Austin Simmons, was injured. Trinidad Chambliss took over, and the rest is history. Now, Austin is playing for Mizzou. He has got to know there's a little revenge in his heart. We'll see if he can perform well against his former teammates, or will Trinidad Chambliss once again show he's the man? Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway.